Coach, how do you think you guys did the other night?
I think our kickoff coverage unit left some plays out in the field. We had 11 missed tackles, and you know, some of that was effort, some of that was Boykin making us miss, but that's the biggest area we need to clean up. You know, the punt return was, you know, unfortunate, but they executed, they blocked us a little bit. We had some guys there. You know, obviously our punt game, I thought Joey did a nice job in the punt game. He recovered well on one bad snap. Every punt he had was over 39 yards with, I think, 3 of the 5 of them, or three of them being 45 plus. And obviously the fake punt was huge. Jay did a great job kicking off. You know, he kicked where we wanted it to be. Kicked it deep when we needed it deep. Kicked it short when he needed it short. You got to kind of mix it up with Boykin because he's a guy that can kind of, no matter where you put it, he can make it. He can go the distance. I thought our coverage guys. I thought Marquette did a nice job. He had 3 tackles. One was inside the 20. Go Lightly did a nice job. Made 2 tackles. But overall, our coverage units need to improve. I think our kicking and our returns are still, you know, a work in progress. And I think our ability to keep the other team on edge is good.
Well, I'm sure, Coach, coming out again, everyone wants to talk about the fake punt. What did you see in that situation that allowed you to make that call in that situation?
Well, we've run that fake punt since day probably 2 or 3 of practice. We rep it probably 8 to 10 times during the week, and it has to be a look if it shows up in a game that is favorable. And what happened is on the first punt, they only rushed one guy on our shield and held everybody else up. And I felt that if they gave us that look again, it could be there if the down and distance was right. And then the next 2 times, we actually called it and called it off. You know, we call it off when we don't get a look we want. So, you know, we did that. And then fortunately, the time it came up, it was the look they gave us was the look we wanted. We executed it properly. You know, Melvin did a great job, as good of a job as, you know, I've seen. I've actually run that 4 different times, and that was obviously the most productive it's ever been. But Quinn Smith blocked his guy totally. Reggie Bowens did an outstanding job blocking his guy, pinning him. Kenny Miles blocked. We blocked everybody at the point of attack, and then Devontae Holloman did a great job of really blocking downfield. You know, so it was executed properly, and, you know, obviously ended up being a huge play in the game.
Devontae Holloman. All right, thank you, Coach.
How big of a I guess confidence booster is it for you for your special teams to come out and play so well each of the first 2 games?
Well, I think it's a teaching lesson in that we've played well at times that have helped us win, and we've played poorly at times that have affected us negatively. So what you're looking for is teaching points, and I think the kids see that we can make some even more plays. We left a couple of returns out there. We were one block away on 2 of the returns from really splitting them when we looked at the film. So I think the kids believe, and we just got to keep repping it. I got to keep kind of getting the right guys on the field, and you know. But I think the kids see, obviously scoring 2 touchdowns in 2 weeks, that could help us.
Yeah, how excited are they? You know, just given that they're seeing the results so quickly.
I think. Well, I'm excited. I think they're excited. I think it comes down to just kind of keep building and keep seeing that the teaching points there on defense. On the kicking game on week to week, positively and negatively. You know, that's what you just got to kind of keep building on.
Is Boykin as good as you'll see in the SEC?
I don't know, but he's pretty darn good, because what he did a lot, he was so good at making you miss, but then so good at kind of starting and stopping and getting to a kind of a maximum velocity really quickly. I hope there's nobody else like him, because then that means we've seen the best that there is. But I don't know. You know, this league's full of great players, and he definitely, as far as a return specialist, he's as good as I've ever seen in my 16 years of coaching. So we still had a chance to tackle him, though. I mean, we missed 11 tackles on kickoff, and you know that has to get corrected. That comes down to effort, but also comes down to the execution of the tackle.
When you have a guy with his ability, he's returned, I think, 4 touchdowns in the past. How much do you weigh kicking to him as opposed to maybe just pooch kicking 35?
Well, the plan going in, to be honest with you, was to just sky kick the whole time.
Yeah.
But you know, you can't do that if you're kicking off. Would we kick off 8 times? You know, you can't do that all the time, because then you just give it. If it's a back and forth game and you only have 2 or 3 kickoffs, you can do that, and field position's not that big of a deal. But if the field position is getting established on kickoff, you have to take your shots. And the first one we kicked deep to him, we had him. I mean, we had him hemmed up, and he just kind of wiggled out of there. And then we tackled him at the 34-yard line. And then Sky kicked a couple times, and so it's just like anything else in football. It's a chess match. I don't want him to ever know we're always going to sky kick. I don't want him to know we're always going to kick it. left. You just got to kind of mix it up.
Coach, everyone always talks about the different approach to the triple option. Does Navy do anything differently from a special team standpoint?
They're good in that they play with great effort. They have some wrinkles to try to keep you off balance. You know, the thing about Navy is you look at their statistics, they're a great rushing football team. They don't ever have any penalties. They don't ever beat themselves, so they're not going to have any penalties in the kicking game. You know, so they're going to make you beat them. So.
Coach, how proud of you were you of Jay Wooten coming into that situation?
Jay did a great job. I think, you know, his kickoffs to this point have been great. You kick a 49-yard field goal on the road, you know, to put us up was a 31-28. I mean, that was a huge, huge kick. And quite frankly, when, you know, Coach joked with me, he said, yeah, you know, when I sent him out there, what'd you think? I said, Coach, I thought it was a great call. You know, because, I mean, Jay stepped up, hit the ball, hit it purely, great operation. Probably was good from 52, 53. So, you know, Jay's been a bright spot so far.
And at Spur, how did Devontae do in his first game out there?
He did solid. You know, I think he played 26 plays. He played a lot on dime. I would have liked to probably get him about 5 to 8 more plays, you know, because Antonio was a little tired. Antonio played well. Antonio plays really well at times, and then sometimes just needs to, you know, maybe get to the sideline to get a breather, and that may be where we get maybe Devontae some more. But Devontae played well. He didn't have any mental mistakes. I think he had maybe one missed tackle, one missed play, but he had 3 or 4 tackles and a couple quarterback pressures. He's a good player.
Lorenzo said he was going to move Devontae back to safety, at least for this game. Who will you back up Antonio with in that?
DeMario will be the guy, yeah. In this you know, deal, we need to get the best kind of 11 tacklers we can get out there, and we just figure that Devontae is one of them. So.
Is DeMario a linebacker or a Spur at this point, or y'all just trading back and forth based on?
This week he's backing up Spur, so that's as far as I can go. Yeah, sure.
Thanks,
Coach. Thank you.